You're still doing it. You are still doing it. I love you so much. I love you more than I can put into words, but you are still doing it. Right now, this may not apply to all of you out there, but there is probably a good amount of you, right? And I understand, but there's probably a good amount of you that are still doing it. What am I referring to? Each and every day, you're still obsessed about anxiety. Each and every day, you are still going down rabbit holes of negativity, whether it's about symptoms, whether it's about your intrusive thoughts, whether it's about what ifs. Rabbit holes are anything that you go down mentally and you hold this internal conversation within your own skull about negative things. These are not intrusive thoughts. This is you in your head consciously, by choice, thinking. Now, I know how difficult it is to break that addiction. I know, and that's why I do so many streams, so many videos where I say things like, guys, you might have to 1,000,000 times a day catch yourself up in your skull and say something like, no, we're not doing that. You know, it is what it is. Whatever your accepting inner voice is or statement, I don't care, but you're still doing it. You're still allowing yourself to go down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole. Your nervous system is taking a beating, and it's not going to stop. It is not going to just magically stop taking a beating when you are delivering the beating. You're delivering the beating, right? So you're still doing it. And like I said, I love you so much. I love you more than words can describe. It's why I love what I do. It's why I love to help people. I love to see those people blossom and grow. And a lot of people have, but a lot of people are not, right? And what separates the two? The fact that you're still doing it. Right now, you can blame whatever you want to blame. You can blame this guy, that guy. You can blame her. You can blame him. You can blame whatever you want to blame. But if you are still doing it, then you're not even using acceptance. So you can't say, why am I not getting better? And then start trying to point fingers. Right? Oh, it's this life situation. It's that life situation. I did the same thing, you guys. You can't point fingers, though, unless you can stand in the mirror and look yourself in the eyes and say, do you still go down these mental rabbit holes of second fear? That's what that is. Anytime you're up there doing that, do you still look yourself in the eyes? Do you still go down these rabbit holes of second fear on a regular basis? I know you're not going to be perfect, but on a regular basis, the amount of time that you spend down the rabbit hole versus the amount of time that you are out of the rabbit hole and living your life, which one outweighs which? Okay, if you can't look in the mirror and look yourself in the eyes and ask that question and answer that question with honesty, it's no wonder you're not getting where you want to be. All right, so I understand it, I get it, and again, this all comes from a place of passion and love for you, because I want to see you get better. There's no better feeling in the world than watching people get better. But for those of you who are still struggling, understand that no matter how many times I've said it in the past, I'll continue to say it, because you can't give up on acceptance and just throw your hands up and say, you know what, I'm just going to give in to all my bad habits because this isn't working. You can't do that, because you've never gave acceptance a fair try. You are not holding yourself accountable for your mental activity. If you can't tell me right now that you have at least, a random number, if you have not at least 100 or 500 times today stopped yourself from ruminating, because that's about how many times it's going to take, especially at first. If you have not been holding yourself accountable for the rabbit holes that you were going down mentally, stopping yourself mid-sentence as often as you need to when you catch yourself up here and saying something like, nope, we're not going to do that. If you can't tell me you haven't done that like at least 100 to 500 times today, then you can't tell me, you can't look at me and say, this stuff isn't working out for me, because you're not doing it, right? And again, that comes from compassion for you. That comes from having been there. I made the same mistakes all of you guys have been making. I made the same mistakes day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, right? So when I tell you this isn't me scolding you. This is me saying, I care about you so much, and I hate to watch you wallow and suffer, and you're such a beautiful person that you deserve so much better out of life, but you're not going to get it unless you get slapped across the face with reality and said, hey, are you even doing what you're told to do. Now, this is your choice to be here. This is your choice to go down the road of acceptance, but I want you to understand, as far as treatment options are concerned, you have reached the point that all treatment options are trying to get you to, whether you want to call it acceptance, response prevention, whatever you want to call it. Even back in the day, like CBT sort of stuff, all tried to come down to the same point, just in different ways of delivering it, but they all tried to come down to the point of your mental needs work. You got to stay out of rabbit holes, right? That's what they're all trying to get to. So as far as treatment options are concerned, now we don't talk about medication, but as far as treatment options are concerned, understand that you're kind of out of options. At some point, and my battery just gave me a warning, at some point you've got to realize that you're kind of out of options. It's time to do some mental work, right? And again, I'm not trying to scold you. I'm just saying I don't want to see you suffer for another year because you're not willing to admit that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? Because I did that for a long time and it was miserable. I'm not scolding you. I want to see you get better, right? And you're not going to get better, at least not as quickly as you'd like, or at least not as concretely as you'd like, unless we do some mental work. So you got to start catching yourself down those rabbit holes. Even if you're already in one, you're up there, blah, 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 blah. You got to say, oh, wait a minute, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to put the brakes on. So you repeat to yourself your accepting inner voice, hey, that's not worth it, or we're not doing that, I'm not going to do that. You tell yourself as many times as you need to tell yourself to get yourself off that train of negative thinking and live, okay? So yeah, guys, man, I just love you so much. I really do. You've been nothing but amazing to me. This is like just an awesome community of people. I couldn't ask for a better community of people, and I would be doing you an injustice if I didn't come on here and tell you what you needed to hear in order to get better. So that's why we're here tonight, because I love you guys and you love me, and I appreciate it, and that's all fine and dandy. I'm glad there's nothing but love here. Yeah, that's great. It's amazing. But we gotta get serious, man. We gotta get serious, and we gotta bring up serious topics like the fact that you're probably not doing it. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So, guys, I say that again, not out of trying to be an asshole, not out of anything like that. I say that out of love, because I was you. I was trying the whole acceptance thing while also not doing jack shit to try to work on the mental. So you can be living life. That's great. That's one of my two main keys. That's 50% of it. But if the other 50% is falling short and you're not working on your mental, you've not even gave acceptance a try. So you can't down it, right? I love you guys so much. I'm not angry. I'm a little disappointed. Okay, and I'm not even that. I'm just making jokes. I'm not disappointed. I just want to see you guys do better. I love you so much, and I want to see you do better, and you deserve better, and that's why we're having this discussion. Hopefully it's an eye-opener. Man, I really want you to watch this video as many times as you need to in order to make the changes you need to make. That's the whole point of this video. I love you guys. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You deserve a better life. And I hate to see you struggle when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. All right. Because I know how much it can help you. It can heal you. It's going to heal you. Right. So thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below. If you are going to be honest with yourself, I want you to comment down below if you've made it to this point in the video. And I want you to take responsibility. I want you to say, you know what, Wonder Bro, you're right. I haven't been doing that. And starting today, we're going to make a change. Comment that down below. Let's get some positivity going. Let's get some motivation going where people come together and they say, hey, I'm owning up to the fact that I haven't been doing what I need to do, but that changes today. So I love you guys. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. It's time to get out of here. Vacate fear. Have an awesome rest of your night. We'll be back again with another video soon. I'll be back. I'll be here to check on you guys and continue to take you by the hand and lead you through this. But you have to listen, all right? I love you. Stay awesome.